Hello, gentle viewers. This is Zev Guardian, welcoming you back to Out of the Park Baseball 24 with the Prague Metropolitans. In our previous episode, we barely made the playoffs, made it to the World Series, and then got raffle stomped. I think that's the kindest way to put it. Even the decisive game 5 wasn't as close as it looked because we basically didn't hit until the end of the game. So, before we get into today's episode and all the wonderful things that entails, I wanted to get your feedback about what we should do next. Now, I'm not saying that we're done with the Prague Metropolitans yet, far from it. But I think it's important to keep some perspective in mind. We've already won 3 championships. We don't have our Hall of Famer yet, but I imagine we will in the near future. And I think we've done all we can practically do to keep the series interesting. That being said, I'm going to play a little bit longer with it, and we can judge a little bit longer in another couple of episodes or so. But I just wanted to put that out there. Is that I'm concerned that you guys are finding this series a little less interesting. Which is completely fair, right? It's completely fair. There's a lot of reasons why you might not find it as exciting because these aren't real players at the end of the day. And I think part of the attraction of Out of the Park Baseball is it has real Major League Baseball players, including real minor leaguers. And so if you don't have that, I think there's always going to be a certain level of disinterest. So I wanted to put that out there before I went further with that. What will be coming next is a different question entirely. I have some thoughts, but for now, I just want to leave it up to you guys. And see what you all think. But for right now, I just wanted to quickly set that. I think it's kind of where I'm leaning. Not in the near future, but certainly probably by... This series definitely won't go to the end of 2023. I think we'll end it before then. But I'm not sure yet. And I'll probably also take a short break in recording videos at some point. But I will give you guys a heads up on that. So, share your thoughts in the comments. What you'd like to see next in the series. But once we're done with Prague, I think we're just going to be done with the EBL. I don't find the rest of the league that interesting to keep it going. Beyond the Prague Metropolitans. Maybe we'll set like when Pancakes retires as our end date or whatever. Anyway. Back to the topic at hand, which is today's episode. I noticed our owner's given us 2 very helpful and completely contradictory goals. Keep a Makapane, but also make $7 million. Those 2 things are not possible at the same time. In fact, I definitely can't do either one of them. Like, it's not possible. Would I like to keep him around? Absolutely I would. But it cannot be done. There is no physical possible way for us to keep him beyond this season without a significant increase in financial resources. Can't be done. I don't think it can be done. Maybe it can. The problem is the real big ticket players aren't going to be easy to move. Pancakes is going nowhere, and I would even say Gabriel Gunter isn't going anywhere. Although he has definitely declined a bit, he's not as valuable as he used to be. I still think he's a very quality player and still has a role to play on this team. So let's first open things by getting ourselves a couple of new coaches. Jacobson would be a fine manager, but I don't see him being much of a hitting coach. Torrigiani is fine. Dyson is another guy who I think would be better as a manager. So I'm actually going to try to make Dyson the manager in Double A. Assuming he doesn't get weird about it. Okay. That's one decision taken care of, and actually I think one that I'm really excited about. Are there any other people who would be better managers that are not currently managers? Not really. Like, I don't even know who takes over as hitting coach in A-ball, but let's focus on Major League Baseball first. I want the absolute best hitting coach I can get my hands on. It's probably Lazar here. Yes. Let me quickly check. What is your... You are controlling. Is that a problem? Yes, controlling is a huge problem, so we'll not be keeping Lazar. That is not going to happen. I like Berquist, but my concern with him is that he's not actually a hitting coach. He's a manager. That said, I don't mind bringing him in as a hitting coach. So I think we'll try it. I think we'll bring him in. Oh, that's right. I can't decide who our new hitting coach is. Never mind. Let's get an A-ball hitting coach. I would love to get Berquist in the system, no matter what it takes, because he's a truly exceptional talent. And then I shall offer... Actually, I could try Norman Meyer. Move him around a bit later on, maybe. Arbitration. This is, I think, we're either going to make money or lose money. And if we want any chance of keeping what's-his-face, I think we need to make some decisions here. So the first and most obvious decision we're going to make all season is offering Amakapane the qualifying offer. There's no reason not to do it. Let's start clearing some Drek. Dvorak, you're gone. Kiesling, you're gone. Oliver Mickelson. You, I think, can stay, especially because your salary demand is actually quite reasonable. I will offer you $1. Well, not $1, but... Nikkanen is interesting. I will think about Nikkanen in a moment here. I still have some faith that Bartos can actually be a decent pitcher, but I know he also had a really rough year for us, mostly because of giving up a lot of homers. Which probably won't change, will it? Yeah, let's try to trade Bartos. Maybe we can get somebody to chuck a prospect our way for him. Actually, like Bruno Santopadre a fair bit. Let's grab him. Done. Yes to keeping Pablo Gonzalez. I think this is a classic, easy decision to make. Sonnenberg. We got lucky with him last season. We got truly lucky with him because he actually hit. As a reserve, I suppose I could do worse, but we'll see. For now, Malherbe gets another year. I am not giving you a long-term deal. If I knew you would be decent, I would do it, but I can't prove that right now. Lechkovsky has completely disintegrated as a viable prospect. Because he's never going to hit for contact. And because he's not, while he's a decent minor league guy, I guess, he'll never be good in the major leagues. He just won't. So we're going to quickly flip him for... No, nothing. Then I'll just non-tender him. Let's talk to Helmut Schimpf. Schimpf the Chimp is a really nice defensive backup. And I think this is my biggest issue. If we keep Huey Bird, we are basically saying we're punting on a lot of things that I'm not ready to punt on yet. I think we've got to do Overkirk. I think we've got to move on from Huey Bird, find somebody who can take him off our hands, and then we go from there. One moment. So we're going to try it. We're going to trade Huey Bird. Because I love him. I think he's been a tremendous player for us. At some point, his offensive talent will not support these stats. Like, this is not the batting average. This is not the contact ability of a guy who can hit 300 regularly. And he's done that 3 consecutive years. But if this batting average evaporates even a little bit, I am deeply concerned with what that means for the future. Fans are going to hate me for trading Huey Bird, but it has to happen. I'll tell you what. If I can get Landauer and Kraus, I think that would be a pretty decent... Look, it's not the ideal return, obviously, but it's a pretty decent return. I'm going to try to trade Sonnenberg just because he is so limited, and not so much as he's just tied up with his glove. Nobody wants him. That's fair. I'm going to non-tender Sonnenberg. I'm sorry, but I don't like paying extra for reserve infielders. I don't think that's very sensible. If I'm going to move on to Overkirk as our starting catcher, I think having a guy like Schimpf makes sense, so I think we can offer him a 1-year deal. I think that's acceptable. And then Nikkanen is a really interesting choice. Nikkanen has never started regularly, but he's been a great reliever. I think a 1-year extension to let him just start, and see how he can manage would actually be pretty beneficial for the team. This means we're not going to Medisano Makapane, which we weren't going to have anyway. I don't think anyone expected us to accept my delusional owner. Finished today. What are you talking about? Oh, really? There you go. You can have Tsarhutis. I don't think he's a particularly interesting player. I genuinely don't. I wouldn't mind grabbing Minka if you'd be willing to give him up. A gold glove for Pablo Gonzalez, Dima Eisner, and Gabriel Gunter. I want Berghuis more than I want the other guy. I think I had them swapped. I wonder if I offer... I'll give you 80,000 a season if you'll take the deal. You want to have Grabinski, you can have him. And I know the fans are cranky because we lost Huey Bird. I know that, but the issue is I still don't have money for extensions. I still don't. That remains an issue. Yeah, see, this is the issue. Like, I don't think it's possible. I don't think keeping him is possible, which means his fucking demand is ridiculous. I think he knows it's ridiculous. I will discuss a different goal with you. You want me to upgrade a shortstop? Fine. I will definitely try to upgrade a shortstop. Whether that's giving Oitzer more playing time or finding a new player, that's whatever. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. We have Yuri Eldman, too. I think Urkirk is the better choice. But we have two really good young catchers there. Norman Maya. Bruh. Look, I know what you want, my guy. You want a major league job. And I would give it to you if I had an opening. The problem is I can't give you the job I do want to give you. So, yeah. Mickelson signed. Nikkanen signed. Muldoon Campbell got Rookie of the Year. Lovely. Berghuis, I will give you 165 grand if you'll fucking take the job I'm offering. With the promise of rapid promotion. Gonzalez signed. She and Purdue signed. I think that's our new hitting coach. Who fucking sucks. Via, I don't know why you're picking these jackasses. Like, they're genuinely bad. Fine. I can't force you to sign, right? Like, that is not a thing I can legally do. And a Berkeley signed, so that's good. I mean, I'd like to keep you just for the sake of continuity, so I will. Roman Zagreb got promoted, and we lost. Ha 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 ha! Fuck you. Oh, that feels good. That feels real good. Yeah, I had no doubt that he would. I do want to give Makapane some kind of offer, because if we do, there's a chance that he will... Oh, interesting. Now I could sign him. I could Gavin Miller, which would just be funny. He's trending in the wrong direction. I don't think it's smart to spend a huge, giant sum of cash on him. What position do we want improvement at? We're going to be counting on two youngsters to develop very quickly at the major league level. Grishik and Uwerkirk. Other positions that could use some help. I don't mind Oitzer playing shortstop, but I do think we could maybe find a better one and let Oitzer play as a backup. Is there a shortstop to be had? Shortstop. There's Gavin fucking Miller, but he can't play short anymore. He's a DH at this point. A defense for a shortstop isn't a bad thing, but I don't think it's a good use of our money. Hugh Laurie's an interesting dude. I don't know that I'm necessarily convinced he's an upgrade, though. I just don't see the value in spending a whole bunch of money on a guy who doesn't hit that well consistently. Plus the fact he's made out of tissue paper. Schulde won't sign with us, which is a shame. I like you quite a bit, actually. Um, I think I could definitely see bringing him in as a new utility guy. And let's also bring on Theo Gallagher for a minor league deal. And I think that's good. I think that's a nice attempt at trying to improve things. Because I know he's a really high rated shortstop, but his arm is terrible, which means he's probably better off as a second baseman. And I don't really feel like messing with that. The other position I'd like to upgrade at, if we can, is trying to get a starting pitcher. Because I would love to let Grishak develop a bit longer if we can. I don't want to rush him too much. And I think a year at AAA would actually do him a world of good. If I can't get anybody good, I'll do it. But I genuinely think Grishak another year in AAA would be very beneficial to us long term. So if I can get a decent starting pitcher to replace Amakapane, I think I would. I mean, I'd love to get Emerick Guillot, but I'm not going to be able to afford him, so I'm not even going to bother. Reinhard Brown seems like a pretty good choice, though. I do think a year of this guy would be a very beneficial thing for our team. And he's still throwing fairly hard, which makes him, I think, a pretty good fit for this club. I'm not going to give you a 4-year deal, a 5-year deal, though. I'll give you a 3-year deal with a couple of team options, but I think that's all I'm willing to give you at this stage in your career. What if I offered you 3 years like this? Okay. I did that on purpose. I just want to plant the seed so he comes back to us if nobody signs him. Because I have a real suspicion that most people won't be willing to offer him a new deal. I could be wrong. Like, I could see a warning pop up right now that says somebody else signed him, but Alain Pierre is fine, I suppose, but I don't really want to. I'm not that interested in him. And I forgot again. Guys, I'm the worst. I am lay worst. Wait, you want less money? Oh, I see what you're trying to pull. I don't think so, fucker. No, 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 no. You are not getting a spot in the starting lineup. You're going to be a reserve. And that's it. Oh, that always makes me laugh. He's like, wait a minute. Sorry, I badly made a mistake. No, fuck off. I am not giving a starting position. I'm not guaranteeing that. Just quit being fucking weird, dude. This is a really not great class. Let's also Teehee gum. I would be a lot more excited about Pierre Torres if he would actually stay a catcher. But I don't think that's possible. I don't know if I'd trust him as a second baseman. I think his defense is too limited. But it's a possibility. We'll see how things are looking when that time comes. Hey, buddy. Stop asking for the starting lineup and you can have it. I like how your starting minutes keep going down because you want a guaranteed spot. You're not getting one. So, fuck off. Oh, we did get Reinhard Brown. Or Reinhard Brown, which actually makes me pretty happy. This gives us another option in the rotation and stops us from having to rush Grishik. If there's an injury, obviously Grishik is first man up, but I do think he's a good fit for this club. I do. I do remember, and you're going to ask for a guaranteed starting spot. There we go. If you want to sign with me, I'm happy to assist, but I am not letting you do it for a bunch of cash. Let's quickly look at the Rule 5 options here. Uhrkirk, absolutely. Major leagues. No question. I do like Minka a decent bit, so I will go and add him to the Rule 5. And the rest of you guys can mostly get fucked. The rest of you don't really do much as far as like exciting me or anything. I don't think I could trade you for very much either, so yeah. What am I looking to acquire in the Rule 5? I wouldn't mind grabbing an outfielder maybe. Maybe. Like Campbell and Gunter and Florin here are a pretty good core. But I also wouldn't mind letting him play in the minors for another year or two. In fact, I will send him to the minors. So if I can get an outfielder or two, I think I will. Or as always, a quality relief pitcher is always welcome in the Rule 5. Alright, so there are no decent outfielders. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, there is Rob Aguilar. I remember him. Look at outfielders. And now I will maybe check free agency and see if there's an interesting outfielder. Damn, good job, Melvin. I hope you stick with London and have a great career. Is there a decent outfielder that I can sign for fairly cheap? I was like getting me some minor league depth, which is what I'm seeing there. I'll just find somebody to call up from the minors, I think, and then let Florin go to the minors and polish up his game so he can maybe be a starter one day instead of just a random dude. No, thank you. Okay. I probably cannot get more than one player. So the question becomes, what do I actually want? I like Steve Abel's athleticism, I do. But I don't like his defense. Ryan Fowler is mostly about pure power, which isn't really thrilling. I also like Villanueva best of the prospects. Let's go ahead and offer him a deal. I'm gonna offer you 800 grand. Double what your asking price is, so I can try to sneak in and grab another player. Like Yi, I actually would love to have you too. Because you're actually a pretty athletic guy, which is more than I can say for the other people we've looked at. There you go. If I could get both of these guys, I would genuinely consider this a pretty successful international signing period. I didn't pull out all the stops. I just kept telling you no until eventually you gave in. Which I guess is like negotiation strategies isn't the worst, but that's not like I went. I'm gonna wait a couple days and hope Yi doesn't sign, because I'd rather have Villanueva. But I did lose Villanueva. I did lose Yi, which is fine. I would have loved to have gotten both of them, but I think I got the better player for sure. And then I've got 360 grand left. I don't think there's probably a ton I'm going to be able to grab for that little. Let's go for Navjot Sughalvanam. I could see that working. Everyone loves my organization because it's the best. There you go, my friend. Join us, please. And if you don't, fuck you. Ha 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 ha! I knew it. I knew he'd come back to us. Would he take this offer? Yes, he would. Yes. I'm willing to make this offer happily. If he thinks that's a worthy offer. You have no leverage, fucker. I will happily simply say nothing. You decide to sign with somebody else, that's your prerogative. That's fine. But you're not getting that money from me. That's for damn sure. Alright. I'm gonna let some people have some reps here in the preseason. Spring training, that's what it's called. I remember that. Mr. Crosshair would actually be quite a lovely shortstop. I'm gonna give you some reps in spring training. Oh, you turn him into a starter. Okay. I was about to say, how did he lose value already? He's like, he didn't. He's actually playing a harder position now. Oh, excuse me. I feel like we have to at least give Eidman some reps in spring training. I think that's fair. I've only got 6 outfielders, and I don't have. I guess I'd have a couple of spare infielders plus Duclaw. Let's get Cannavaro up and Pantelich up. That seems good. That seems good. Damn it. I think I'm the only person interested in him, so I don't know what he thinks he's playing at by... I'm assuming he's getting offers from somebody, right? Like, somebody must be offering him something. Or he wouldn't have pushed it. Picard has improved drastically, which is lovely. Grishik has improved drastically, too. Maybe he doesn't have anything left to learn in the minors. Maybe I'm wrong. Look at fucking Matthias Lahav. I think he's earned himself an opportunity. Awesome. Yeah, through no fault of his own, Grishik has forced the issue. I think I have to keep him on the Major League roster now. And let him start. Let us now... Don we now our gay apparel. No. Let's start moving people around. Where is that one guy? Yeah, LaHaye definitely has earned himself consideration for the final pitching staff. 17 players. I want to be down to 12, so 5 pitchers got to go. See you later, Cannavaro. And Hjorth. And Pantelich. I have too many good pictures. I will demote LaHaye. Gets you down to 13, so more pictures gotta go. I think Jung, because Jung never even pitched in AAA, and I want to see him reach his full potential, so I think Jung can go to the minors. Grishik makes a team, but I think we have to let Grishik start. I think if we're letting him be a reliever, I think we're hurting the team. I think the best version of this is him starting and seeing what he can accomplish with consistent, regular reps. Urquhart made the... I already put him on the 40-man, didn't I? I'm going to let Eidman go back to the minors for a season, but I do think Ship's time here is going to be quite limited. Masari to the minors, and... Duclaw's got elite power. That's what I keep forgetting about. Like, there's a reason I've kept him on the roster. Cross hasn't even played in AA yet. I think a season there's fine. Alcantara gets to make the roster. I kind of really want to send you to the minors, but I think we're at least okay to give you a little more time in the majors before I make that decision. That's my opening day roster. I did not anticipate Grishak taking his first spring training appearance and running with it, but I'm happy to see it. And he also got to the majors very, very quickly, which is excellent news. Excellent news. If you still take the... No, even this deal's not on offer anymore. I can't afford it. I have 2 prospects in the top 10. That's awesome. Okay, so we did end up keeping a Makapane, which is a lovely bonus I did not anticipate. Where are we gonna play you? I'm gonna send Mickelson to the minors, and we'll let a Makapane come back. Brilliant. When did he get a no trade clause? Did I give him a no trade clause? I didn't give him a no trade clause. I don't know what his deal is with that, but okay. Alright. That kind of sucks, actually, because I don't have a ton of options at center field. Honk. Blorp, blorp, blorp. Like, this is embarrassing. Like, Gaspard Rosito is actually like one of my better choices in the center field. I did not think that particular thing through, but I guess that's what's happening now. We definitely need more depth at center. I mean, we can always push Gunter into center field to play it for a bit, and that's fine, but... Or you could just injure the new guy, too. That's fine. What the fuck are you jerks doing when you're playing center? Huh? I don't have any money anymore, or I'd very strongly consider signing Mr. Martin here. I am out of cash. I mean, we could just throw Blagojevich here into the fucking deep end. I kind of hate it, but also kind of don't have a choice. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Welcome to the fucking big leagues, dude. I hope you won't be here for long. Brown is losing velocity. I suppose that's predictable. Nikkanen is slipping. That's about it. Miata is getting better though, so we hopefully will have him in the next couple of years. Richard versus Luis. Didn't I trade you for somebody? I wonder if you're somebody I was going to draft and then change my mind about, because I don't know why he's on my short list. Remember, 1 month is enough to make any drastic changes. So I don't know when you're gonna come back. That's great. Okay, we get Malherbe back. Thank you, Blagojevich. You actually played really well in your limited time, but let's not rush things. Head on down to AA, please, and then we'll get Malherbe back. That seems very mean of you, Primo. That seems very unnice of you. Picard's getting better. Gonzalez is getting better. Mikkelsen is slightly better. Eidman is getting better. Krause is getting better. And Tinko Adlichka just got better. Always like to see people throwing harder. That's always an important step to unlocking your full potential. What are we looking at this season? We're looking at a pretty potent offense. Eisner's off to a really slow start. I don't know why Alcantar is playing at all. The thing is, like, if you look at his on base percentage, Eisner is still fantastic. I think he will hit out of this. We just need to give him some time. Everyone else is doing. Why is Schimpf playing over Uwerkirk? Okay, have you taken leave of your fucking senses? Why on earth would I ever want you to play Schimpf over Uwerkirk? No. I'm glad Schimpf is hitting well. I'm proud of him, but he is not my starting catcher. He just isn't. Get to work, fucker. Okay. What else do we have here? What else is going well or not going well? Oitzer's actually playing shortstop really well, which is great to see. I'm happy for him. He's handling position fairly well. It's not perfect, but he's good enough. Pablo Gonzalez is literally driving this offense wherever he wants to, which is fantastic. Pancakes is doing pancake things. It's not a shock at all. Pitching staff is a little bit more unsettled. Velasquez decided to give up home runs for fun. That's not great. Grushick is interesting because there's something he's not doing, which is striking people out. This is not like him. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. No, this is actually very like him. His peripherals look outstanding. The walks could be better, but everything else looks fine. I think he's just getting hit a little harder than we'd like. I know the ERA doesn't look great, but I think keeping him in makes some sense, at least for another month, and then we can talk about moving people around. Reinhard Brown has nothing left. It was a worthwhile risk. It isn't panning out. But yeah, he's giving up home runs. He's walking people, which is the one thing he doesn't do. And he's losing velocity. Unless somebody wants to trade for him, I think keeping him in the rotation for at least another month is okay. And then we can let Mickelson take over and maybe talk about acquiring another starting pitcher at the trade deadline. Olshan Collage is going to be at best an average hitter, and I think trading him to maybe get a center fielder or a pitching prospect would actually be pretty handy. Can't even get a yellow prospect. I saw one. Okay, two. Noda Gonzalez. Lamanev is thoroughly uninteresting. Thoroughly uninteresting. Let's try to get a prospect package. These are not packages, guys. These are single players. Yes, I understand that you can have a package with only one thing in it, but that's not what I'm looking for. I wonder if I could get Tribus and Henriquez. You can have Cerna. There we go. My owner's going to be a little annoyed with me, but I think we just need to give it some time and see how things work out, and then go from there. God damn it, Urkirk. I guess that means Eidman gets to catch. You might start Schimpf again. If that's what you think is best, then I'm okay with that. But... Alright. Not Eduardo Huerta. Alright, so we have 3 elite level prospects. Do have Drew, who we all know I love this kind of player, but I think I'll probably pass. Okay. If he's able in the second round, I'm taking him. And I think there's a good chance he might be. Okay, so let's look at the top tier talents here. We have 3 players. Well, really 2 players, because I'm not going to draft a reliever like this. So it comes down to, do I want Bragantini or Girard? There's lots to like about Bragantini. He's a really accomplished hitter. He's just a terrible fielder. With real good contact and real good power. But you know how I feel about pitchers. And Girard looks like a really good one. I think I will pick him. Damn it, somebody grabbed that guy I wanted. Ugh. Who got him? Who got my beautiful boy? The guy's almost ready for the big leagues. Where'd he go? Wasn't Getskin. Yeah, it was Guglielmo here. Damn it. I was really hoping he'd fall to me. Oh well. Noah Dahlgren is a fantastic relief pitcher, and I don't think I'm interested. I gotta think it has to be Choshnikov because we desperately need some center field depth. I know he wouldn't be an amazing center fielder, but I think he's good enough, and so I do think he's the right pick. Unless Alan Kalan. Oh, never mind. He's also closer to being Major League ready. Yes, I think we'll take him instead. And I will take Choshnikov, too, because I really liked him as well. If nobody else wants to take Dahlgren, I will take Dahlgren. I think that's a fine and reasonable decision to make. Oh, dear. Girard wants a lot of money. We may need to let him walk. And pick up some other players later on. I will take Joe Howe here. I think that's fine. So here's my issue. If I offer him his... Let me offer everybody else that's in my top picks, and then I'll give Mr. Girard whatever is left. Because I'll be honest with you, if I can't afford him, I will happily let him go to the next season. Potlov is highly valuable to get. Alright, I presently have 1.2 million left. Will you take 1, 2, 6, 2, 1, 2, 3? Okay, we get Overkirk back. Let's go ahead and demote Eidman. Bring him back. Pablo Gonzalez is hurt. Well, let's see how long he's out. And Gerard did take the money, so we ended up getting our entire class there. I don't think any of y'all are gonna get it extended, but we'll see. Sorry, guys. You're just not sticking around because I don't have any money for you. Although I will be opting out of both Brown and Bonet's contracts, so that could change by the end of the season. That could easily change. Damn it. I guess Mika Fipula. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Les Cook can depart if somebody else wants to claim him that badly. I like Fipula a little bit better if we need a extra hitter. Yeah, Greshik has figured it out. So that's fantastic news. Yeah, he has really developed very quickly, and I think that's awesome. I'm really happy that he has developed as quickly as he has, because I think it's what's keeping us a definitively excellent team. Iser is getting better, I guess. I don't know why Alcantar is playing so fucking much. I genuinely don't. I'm not that hard up for outfielders that I should be playing a fucking loser like that. Honestly, I'd rather Loring Stetzer play in the outfield than fucking Alcantara. Or Alcantar, sorry. Yeah, you're literally replacing Level, and I don't want you anymore. I would like you to leave, please. And then we're going to give Mr. Stetzler a chance in the outfield, I think. What if I traded for an actual decent outfielder? I'm looking for outfielders, please. Oh, it's rapidly apparent to me why these guys are available. Because they suck. Maybe I should check the trading block instead. I would like to look at outfielders, please. Really? The best outfielder is a guy that just got hurt. Wow, okay. Eh. Wow. I guess I will try Stetzler. Um, Let him try the outfield, see how he does. Because Alcantara sucks. Like, there's no question that he sucks. I am reasonably fine with this. Oh, didn't Alherbe just get a Gold Glove? No, I got Rookie of the Year. Okay. Alright. Any other big changes they want to make? Reinhard Brown is more or less figured out. Vilowski should not be the closer anymore. I don't know who should be, but it shouldn't be him, because he just likes giving up home runs too much. He's already lost 4 games. What is your save percentage, my friend? Are you getting it done when it matters? That's my question. No, he is not. Alright, Volosky. Thank you for your service. You are not the closer any longer. And then we'll see if that makes a meaningful change in the number of close games for winning or losing. I do want to give Jung another opportunity because he actually has developed quite nicely. Let's send down Matyagan and call up Jung. That's a little bit of a deal there. And then we're going to do trading deadline. Okay. I want to get rid of anybody that's controlling. Unfortunately, I can't touch Purdue. We're definitely going to keep Quickla here. I think he can have an extension. Jean Martini is not good. We're going to let him walk. Madonia is decent. So I think letting Jean Martini walk and promoting somebody is a good decision there. And then you get an extension, Mr. Madonia. Vukovic is fine. I have no problem with keeping him if he wishes to be kept. Nikolai is trash. I will happily let him leave. And then everybody else is good to go. Except me. Because apparently 3 world championships isn't good enough to get some fucking consideration. It's fine. I just had the #2 farm system. Oh, because I think Grishek has pitched too much. I don't think he can be on the Waichijero list anymore, the prospect list. Shockingly, nobody wants these goofballs. That's fine. What is with my fucking outfield this year? Like, holy hell. Are we like putting landmines in the fucking outfield? I mean, this is any kind of outfielder. It's not going to be Alcantara, that's for sure. I guess it can be Masari. He's better than other choices I have. Are you just ignoring Stetzler? Is there a reason why you're not trying him in the outfield? That's kind of what I called him up for. Oh no, you have put him out there. And give him the odd start at third base, which is fine. I don't mind letting Pancakes have a day off. Every now and again, he's earned it. Though I am concerned that he appears to be losing some of his overall talent level. It makes me sad. Pancakes, don't let me down. Damn, Fipula. Nice work. Very nice work. Who made the All-Star team? Amakapane and Yonku did, as did Akelkin among the pitchers. Pancakes made it. He didn't. It's not starting third baseman for some reason, but that's okay. Gunter made it, and I think that's it. Gunter and Pancakes and our boys in the pitching staff. That's fine. 5 All-Stars seems pretty reasonable to me. Two catchers and Alvaro Percana, Andrich, Miura, or sorry, not Miura, he's not our dude, but it's pretty dope. I don't hate that at all. Are you fucking kidding me, game? Obviously, we have to take the exciting young pitcher with 1,000 tons of talent and cripple him. That's exactly what we needed to do. Thanks, game. I mean, Mickelson gets the rotation spot because I don't trust anybody else on this club, but I'd feel a whole hell of a lot better if we had a different starter. You suck, game. Really hard. Gee, you fucking think I'm gonna miss his contributions? Jackass. I mean, I'd be happier if Oitzer had something besides a single, but that's okay. Oh, did Oitzer get any All-Star consideration? He's reasonably good. I don't see why I didn't at least get some. Anyway. I guess trading deadline. Boy, I sure am in the market for a starter now. But I'd be happy to take Jason Dyson, but I can't afford him. Like, literally, I cannot afford him. What if I asked for Mr. Vanderwall here? What would that cost me? If I can get rid of Bonet for Vanderwall, I will do it so fast. You have no idea. Or Kadufapula. I might still try to... No, I'm not going to be able... No, I need Nikkanen. I need Nikkanen. I do not need the catcher who can't catch, though. And then... I will literally trade Mickelson for anything I can get. No, I won't. Who is the least good player here? Sean Stewart. Oh, no, I can add to him like that. There we go. That seems decent. Who else? What else do I want? I wouldn't mind a fifth outfield, like a nice outfielder if I can find one. I remember Mario Perez. I mean, I could have gone for this guy. I kind of wish I had now. Oh, well. I think it's fascinating how this league's big weakness is apparently outfielders. Because the people being offered aren't very good. Like, they're not even marginal. But you're having elite third baseman being offered. I mean, I guess the market is just for that one outfielder. Jason Dyson. Okay, if I ask you to eat half of his salary, what am I asking? Getting in? Oh, you know what? I don't think you have enough money for that. Yeah, they're not going to do it. They're trying to actually lose money. But I have to trade somebody that's also worth money in order to get Dyson, so I think we'll just pass. Yeah, it's not worth it to me. Do we want to keep Duclaw? I think we do. He's got 15 homers already. I do think keeping him around makes sense. Yeah, we'll stick with him. I wonder if I just trade Stetzer for an outfielder, what kind of market I'd get for him. I like the leadership. I don't like the lack of contact, though. Kroshmaru's not that impressive. If I'm looking for a potential starting outfielder, I think it is Wiskinski here. But man, I just, I don't know. Guys, I don't know. He's better than Stetzler. That's a certainty. But that's also not a terribly high bar to clear. Game, don't do that. Let's get Wiskinski and just see how this works out. I mean, if he provides excellent leadership, that's a nice little bonus, even if I don't think he's going to have a giant role on the team. He's better than Masari, that's for certain. I don't think there's any disputing that. I'm going to try trading Alcantar just for fun. Okay. Is there anybody else's contract coming up I could move for a decent player? Not really. Not really. What if we locked up Oitzer? Try to get him for a bit less money in the long term. Oof. This is a decent sized contract. I don't think I'm willing to pay that much yet. Maybe someday, but not right now. I could probably trade low tack. He's not that thrilling. Maybe I can get an offer for him. Just any position, really. I mean, Zulikov seems like a decent bet. Eh, Schulten not so much. I don't like that movement issue. I do like anti-UC Saarinen. If you had better control, I would actually consider it. Meester's actually pretty solid. He could actually be a starting pitcher. Plus, he loves chili dogs. What's not to like? Ooh, Per Zinc is really good too, though. Let's get Zinc. Because the fans, they love them some zinc. It's their favorite mineral. Alright, I think I feel pretty good about the team for the rest of this season, so we're gonna finish the trading deadline. Horst van Overkerk is drastically improving, which I love. I'm really happy that he is getting better each and every day. Melvin Sheffer just took another step forward, which is great. Thomas Larson getting better. Blagojevich getting better. Marcos Villanueva getting better. Oh, who are my draft picks this year? I want to make sure that they are on my list. My short list. So, short list. That's not what I said. I said short list. You don't have to keep changing screens. It's not required. My first 5 rounds, actually, is all I'm looking for. There we go. All right. Our top pitcher was Amakapane, which is completely unsurprising. Let's advance some time, dogs. Let's see how this all works out. That reminds me, I'm going to reduce the number of rounds in the draft because no one's ever going to be able to sign that many because they all want bonuses. And we're going to drop to a 15-round draft. Because there's just no point, right? Like, there's no point having 25 rounds and half of them will never sign because they won't sign for nothing. So yeah, I think that's reasonable. I don't care. Enjoy the minors. That's your job, is to go to the minors. Really? I just put you on the fucking Major League roster. I doubt anyone's gonna take him from me, so I suppose you can just... I don't care. Somebody else takes Rosito, somebody else takes Rosito. That's fine. Alright, we get Pablo Gonzalez back, which is fantastic news. Fipula, I hope you enjoyed your home run derby title, because you'll probably never play in the majors again. We're gonna get Campbell back soon. It'll be glorious. Turns out nobody wants a mediocre center fielder. Who knew? Who knew? We get Campbell back, which is amazing news. And Masari can't hit his way out of a wet paper bag, so we'll call up Campbell. How much are you actually playing, Florin? You're playing a reasonable amount, and you're actually being a good contributor. Y'all can both get fucked. Man. This is the one pick I wish I could have back. I wish I had considered taking him with the first round pick again. I mean, I think it's worked out for the best. We have a really deep pitching staff, but had I known Grishik was going to get hurt, I might have done it. And now Grishik is getting worse. Gross. I mean, I'm happy that you're happy, but I can't afford you. I'm sorry. I'm going to bring Matyagan back to take a couple of innings off of the plate of our existing staff, but other than that, I don't really feel the need to call anybody else up. Maybe Eidman? Because, like, Schimpf isn't going to get a new contract. But we'll see. I doubt Urquhart has much of a chance at Rookie of the Year, but I am at least extremely impressed with him. How is the Bird Brain doing? That feels good. Oh, this is what we call sweet justification, my friends. Oh, I love it. I love it. I won the fuck out of this trade. I haven't even done any of the players yet, and I've already won the trade. That makes me feel happy. It gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling. Oh, that's so good. So good. I love Huey Bird, but I knew it. I knew this mofo was going to start slipping, and I was not wrong. I was not wrong. Offensively, I think we're okay. Why is Pancakes not playing? Oh, there he is. Whew. Game, I was about to fucking fire the manager, like, right now. But no, he is in fact playing. He was just batting first instead of batting lower in the order, which is good. Actually, she was batting lower in the order, though, to tell you the truth, but that's fine. It's all because you're this weird insistence that whenever I say, you know, I can make him bat somewhere else. Let's let Uwerkirk bat 8th. No. 7th? No, not 7th either. I don't want him batting 3rd. What if I let him bat... No, I guess he's fine. He can bat where he is. Sorry, I don't know why I'm waffling like this. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Good stuff. How the fuck is Vilowski back at closing? Did I not deliberately order you to make the other guy the closer? Oh, did I trade the guy that I said to do that for? No, I didn't. I said it was Unikinen. Oh, you're done a suggested role, so you're ignoring me. Well, fuck you too, buddy. I've had about enough of your shit. From hiring only clubhouse cancers as coaches to overruling me. We're gonna have words in the offseason, Mr. Villa. Unless we win the World Series. I will find someone more malleable if I must. Oh, that's fine. Pancakes is player of the week. Of course he is. He's a player of every week. Player development. Some nice upgrades there. Cool. And let's finish the regular season. We finished at 95 and 58, which I think feels pretty good. And Pablo Gonzalez got a batting title. Amazing. You're gonna cost me, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I gotta be real with you. Pablo's got a decent chance of maybe getting some MVP consideration. And I hope he gets it, because he is a good dude. What if I did ask for a long-term deal with you? Oh, come on, bro. You're supposed to have low financial ambition. That's not low financial ambition. That's I want all of the money. I can't do that. Oh, see you later, Machogan. Thanks for coming back. We need the playoffs again. It's all going to come down to our ability to hit baseballs. I feel is quite important. I mean, 12 runs seems like a pretty good start. 4 runs, 16 runs in 2 games. I feel pretty good about that. Not as good. Reinhard Kirschbaum, I remember you. There was a brief time when you were like a pretty decent player. And then you just weren't. You're actually one of the worst players in baseball, but that's fine. Okay, guys, this is less fun. Okay. Shoo! I could have sworn we were screwed there, but no. Amakapane got it done. As is tradition, right? As is tradition. Oh dear. And we're losing Campbell. Well, that's whatever. Okay, a nice tight game. There goes Hector Caraballo. Of course, Amakapane gets it done. As does Mr. Yonku. Eric O'Farron. That's a name I remember well. There was that one time I was convinced, man, this guy's going to be an elite offensive performer. He's going to have an amazing career. And then he just didn't. Mostly because I wouldn't give him opportunities. But that's not my fault that he didn't play better. Like, get good, noob. That's what I've always said. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is not a particularly enthralling international free agent class. I just fucking asked you. Oh my god. Okay. There they are. Alright. Back to the playoffs. Oh dear. Reinhard Brown got obliterated. How bad was it? Real bad. Actually, everybody got lit up, except for Yves Picard. Good for you, buddy. But yeah, we all got lit up. Nikkanen especially. Not a great performance from the pitching staff, I think is a fair statement there. But Vanderwall comes in, has a pretty good performance, and we're able to... sorry, not a pretty good performance, an excellent performance. And we are victorious, and go back to the World Series to face Stockholm again, I think. No, London beat us last year. Why does Stockholm sound familiar? I don't remember. Ooh, what an exciting game this would have been to watch. Some excellent pitching performances. Only one mistake by Usitalo when fucking Urkirk is just like, my ball, kerpow. That's the sound it actually made, was kerpow. That's how you know it's a good hit, and it goes kerpow. Not as good. Not as good. Don't like that. I like that pretty well. How did... Oh, because it was literally a tie game, and then we had 5 runs in the 10th inning. Okay. I'll take it. Hey, last year we only won 1 game in the whole World Series, so... we're definitely better. Amakapane did it again. You magnificent sausage. Remember that one postseason where he was just completely off and it really cost us? I think he's back. And there we go, guys. No drama at all in that last game. That was just, you know what? Fuck you all in particular. Like, just get fucked. I know I just finished praising Amakapane, but let's not lose sight of the fact of how good Yonku was. Both were excellent horses. And of course, Horst the Horse Van Uwerkerk. who I think has earned that. Oh, El Immortal. No, 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 no. No, wait a minute. I'm gonna do a quick Google search. Horse in Dutch is pard. Well, there you are. No, I'm not gonna call him pard because I don't remember what it means. But I will call him horse. There we go. You have earned yourself a nickname, my friend. And that's it. We win another World Series. So Villa's job is safe. Even though he ignored me and annoyed me. That's okay. Glorious. I better get a giant fucking new contract, is all I've got to say. I want to steer like 5 years. Like, I don't know why you keep giving 1-year deals, but... Ooh, I got a dynasty. Nice. Alright, Reinhard Brown was actually pretty good. So I think keeping him for 1 more season does seem fairly reasonable. Amakapane is an even easier execute, in my opinion. Finally, Bonet, I think, has to go. I think his contract was always going to be a little bit rich. So we're going to let him be voided. I won the World Series. You're happy. You're pissy that I didn't earn you enough money. Whatever. Players retiring. Really? What the fuck else can I do to make you happy, you prick? I get it, you're grouchy because I won't earn you money, but I win you championships. Guys, I genuinely don't know, but I'm getting real sick of your shit, Abraham, you fuckstick. You Bavarian cream jerk. I don't know why that bugs me so much, but it really fucking bugs me that I've won you like 3 World Series of building an amazing roster, and your answer is always, but what if you did so by making me a giant profit too? You can get fucked is the important story there. So the hero of the season was Pablo Gonzalez. He was fantastic, and I think well worth the money we're paying him. For sure. Pancakes was excellent again, even if he's not quite the heady days of his MVP contention. I still think he's a fantastic player, if a bit overpriced. This is a contract that I think is going to hurt in the near future. It doesn't hurt yet, but I think it will. I think we'll get to a point and we'll be like, I wish we had the $6 million more than we had him, but we'll worry about that later. Gunter had a very nice season this year. He filled in at all the outfield positions, played pretty well. Another guy's probably overpaid versus what he actually provides, but hey, y'all have seen the outfielder market in the trade block for the last couple of seasons. It hasn't been great. So maybe that's just the new price. It's a shame that Aldrich Oitzer isn't eligible for Rookie of the Year, because I think he'd have a really solid chance at winning it. Because he's been everything we wanted from our shortstop and more. An elite on-base machine combined with quality defense. He's that good. Dima Eisner was slightly down from last season, but still really good at his job, playing excellent defense and getting on base. I think Eisner and Oitzer are going to be a lovely middle infield combination for the immediate future. Malherbe can't stay healthy. This is becoming an issue. When he does play, he's actually fairly good. But he can't stay healthy. And so we may need to consider either taking him out of center or even trading him. We'll see how that works out. Campbell turned in a pretty good season when he was healthy. I think he's definitely a keeper. Urquhart, it's hard to call his season anything other than a gigantic success. I know he didn't play as much as we would have liked, but like the sky's the limit for him. And if his rookie campaign was maybe not elite, I think there's still a ton to be excited about an elite offensive catcher. He's Belgian, not Dutch, so that would have been embarrassing to give him a Dutch name. But yeah, I love Urquhart already. I think he's going to be really special for us. Duclaw did what he was supposed to do, which is hit lots of homers. I kind of wish he were a little bit better at getting on base. Hitting for contact, but the rest of the package is very enticing. And then we just had a really good offense from top to bottom, and we got good contributions from players all over the roster. And Nakulaisa, maybe, is really, really good. The pitching, it's a Makapane again. I think his contract was critical to our success this season, and I'm really glad that he decided to come back. But really, all of our rotation was excellent. When we're going to lose a Kelkin, and he's only the 5th best starter on the team, that really tells you a lot. I know Vanderwall wasn't perfect for us, and I do think there's a bit of an adjustment period for him. But I like the fact that we're going to have him for another couple of seasons so we can figure what we've got with him. The bullpen was disappointing. Especially Vilowski. Like, I don't know why Villa thinks he's the greatest closer that ever closed. But he's not. He gets lots of saves, I guess. But that's not what makes a great closer. What makes a great closer is going into high leverage situations and pitching well. And I don't think he has done that since 2035. But whatever. Let us also not lose sight of one of the most important contributors who didn't get to finish the season with us, which is Mr. Grishik. He is going to be a gigantic piece of this team going forward. And now that we have a great mentor and a Makapane, what a nickname, the poet. I love it. I love everything about it. But yes, it's an exemplary season by an exemplary team. And my only concern is going to be keeping it together, which I don't think is going to be possible. I truly don't. I don't think it's fiscally feasible. I think we're going to have to make some hard choices in the seasons to come. Like, Urquhart's contract is going to get silly. But that's kind of where we are right now. Anyhoozle, I want to thank you all for watching, and your likes and subscriptions are always appreciated. Do comment down below if you have a suggestion for what we do when we're done with Prague, although I think that'll be a while yet. Again, it will happen by the end of this year. And until next time, this has been Guardian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.